Alrighty, how's everybody doing today? This is my, I don't know how many gallons this is. It looks about 17, between maybe 15, 20 gallons. I'm not even, there's nothing on here that actually says it, how much. But I can't believe how fast this thing actually fills back up. It cuts off at 120. That is my new gauge. I actually took it off my old compressor because this gauge, the other gauge, wasn't working at all. And then I also went and bought a new line gauge here for pressure, because this one here, this one's bent, and it's old. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but I just wanted to pull it off because it was so big. She does lose pressure a little bit. While I was washing this thing down, as you guys can see, she's been washed. I washed it by hand. There's still a lot of dirt on it, but it looks way better than it was. Yeah. So while I was doing it anyway, I do have the air shut off to it right now because I noticed it was blowing bubbles right here. So I'm not that concerned about it because I'm okay with it actually losing pressure every once in a while and building it back up. But I noticed that she stops right around, I think it's actually about 140, right in between 120 and 150. So I don't know if I think it's 140-ish or something like that. And if I let the air out, she takes a while for the air to get out of here. So let's open this thing back up. Sorry for the loudness, but let's get some air out. Takes a little bit for the air to leave, which is nice actually, the fact that I can actually keep it open all that time. Oh, just blew the tip right off of that. I think when she gets down to about 100 is when she kicks in. Right there. So now if I leave it back off so it's not so loud, what was that? 2 minutes, 9 seconds or something like that. And it blows me away at how fast that thing actually fills up. And how quiet it is. I mean, when you're right in front of it, it's kind of loud. But I could work right beside this thing. That's the difference between this thing and this thing. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about this necessarily. This tank actually might even still be good. I don't think it's any problem but the compressor that's dead on this thing here. I think the tank's actually still in good shape. And this is a 17 gallon. As you guys see, 17 gallon. And I'm looking at this, it looks like it's right around the same size as what I have over there if I lay this one down on its side. Oh, and just as I paused that to cut over here, this thing shut off. So less than a minute, that's less than a minute. It actually brought it right back up to, it's like 132-ish is where she stops. There is an adjustment screw in here, right inside here. If I take this cap off, I can actually adjust this to go to maximum 140. I've got this thing opened up all the way, so that's, yeah, almost at 130 right there, as you guys can see. So that's probably right around the cutoff on it. So I have this thing here at max pressure, which is what I want. It's like if I'm going to be using this thing to work on my F-150, which is why I wanted one so bad. But I can't believe that. I mean, yes, I'm spending a little bit of money on it, fixing it up. But for a compressor from 1985, it's crazy how this thing still works. I am having a problem, however, finding the air filter for this. So Monday, of course this is Sunday, but you know, you guys are seeing this later. I'm going to go to a compressor store, and I'm hoping I can find the right filter for this. I mean, I don't know how unique this compressor is compared to what new ones are, but yeah, it's actually I'm super happy to have this thing. So anyway, just a short video for you guys. Hope you guys like this content. It'll probably be my last video on this one here, unless, you know, I do something further, something happens or whatever. But yeah, that's my Energar Air 1, Energar 1. I don't know. Funny thing is, I actually do remember these things way back when, and it makes sense that this thing's from 1985. But it's crazy that this thing's from 1985, and there's no moisture in it. I drained it, nothing came out of it. That's actually how I knew there was pressure in it, because the needle said 0 right there. But when I opened that up, yeah, it started spitting out pressure. I was just like, oh, okay, there is compression. So that's pretty much what led me to believe that that gauge is obviously dead. So that's why I changed it. And then the other one, like I said, for the line pressure, that one there was only went up to 100. Well, if I want it up to 120, well, if it stops at 100, how do I know where it's stopping at, right? So that's at max pressure, which is awesome. Be interesting to see when I use my Ingersoll Rand on this thing, how fast my impact, how fast it drains this thing. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Leave a comment if you guys have one, questions, whatever. You guys know the drill. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.